Hey everyone, welcome back to another game of Icewind Dale, Rime the Frostmaiden. We're back. We're on episode 10. We made it to 10 so far.
Oh. Woo!
So last time our adventurers delivered some sad news to the citizens of East Haven. Their fishermen were found dead, not able to be helped. Dewey chased down and stole money from a kid who pickpocketed someone. So that was fun. And then, prompted by your fiendish companion, you guys headed over to Caer-Dineval and hung out with your new friend Kadroth, who seems to be a cult leader working for Levistus, who is the ruler of the fifth layer of hell. And
all in all, we're in a great spot.
Yeah, you're just enjoying his hospitality, and they set you up in a nice bedroom for the evening.
And good socks.
Yeah.
We're in a safe space.
So you guys can all take a long rest. And Kashezi, I'm going to say you can all go ahead and clear any points of exhaustion you had from last time. I'm not gonna count that extra point of exhaustion against you.
All right.
Anything else before we get into it? I said you guys can all take a long rest.
That's good.
All right. Then. All right, and yeah, so you guys are hanging out in this room. Earl, you seem to wake up a little bit early. You're kind of laying there. You notice it is just kind of cozy in this room here. The fire in the fireplace has kind of dwindled overnight, but it's warm in here, and you kind of look up and see the scene of by the front door, you have this rather large cauldron upon which there is a turtle shell. And just curled up on top of the shell is a black cat.
Oh,
The kitty that was in the room from the last episode.
And they're just sleeping there in front of the door. And I think we had Dewey curled up on the bed, and Kashezi also on the bed with Dewey. And so just kind of you're looking around, seeing your teammates, and just feeling kind of a sense of calm in this strange place.
Okay.
But you do hear a faint knocking at a door. It doesn't seem to be this door right here to your room. It might be the one across the hall.
Oh, okay. Is the door of which our turtle friend Black Cat Cauldron the only way I can get out?
It seems to be, yes. There are two windows on the opposite end of the room, but they are both boarded up. The windows, they seem to be like they were set up as like arrow slits to defend the keep, but they have been boarded up. Mostly, it seems to be just to turn this into a bedroom so it's not cold. So it's not just open to the outside. But yeah, that seems to be the only way out. And you do remember there was kind of a narrow hallway to come down here, and there was another door directly opposite of this one on the other side of the hallway.
Can I get out of the door without disturbing my fellow sleeping mates?
You cannot. The way you set up the cauldron was like right in front of the door, preventing it from opening.
Okay. Can I press my ear against the door to see if I can hear any of the conversation?
I think you're going to have a hard time getting to the door with the cauldron and Jack in the way.
Well, all right. Then in that case, I'm going to politely poke Dewey a little bit until she wakes up.
okay. Yeah, I'll wake up. Like, do a little, like, bleary-eyed, little stretch front legs, stretch the back legs situation.
And Earl will just simply say, it's weird having two cats sleeping at the same time, isn't it?
If comparing me to that thing is, not quite the same, but
Noted. Noted. So, do you hear that? Am I hearing things? Do you hear something, Dewey? Well,
point my little cat ears to it.
mm-hmm.
Do I also hear knocking?
Make a perception check.
Okay. 21.
Well, you didn't notice any knocking, but it did sound like there was some footsteps in the hall outside.
Can I walk up to, I know I can't get to the door, but maybe the wall, close to it, and if I can hear anything more, or is it just the receding footsteps?
Yeah, just a moment later, you hear another door close. And that could have been the door that at the end of the hall that you came through.
Yeah. I guess we didn't really explore who was across from us or anything.
Right.
No, so far in the keep, you came right through the courtyard, straight into a kind of a big dining hall, and there was a room off to the left of that was the seems to be speaker's sitting room. There was a room behind that you didn't go through, but you saw someone come through there. And then you came out and came upstairs to the left and down this one hallway and into your room.
Okay.
That's as much as you've explored so far.
Between Earl and I, can we shimmy the pot?
Sure. Are you trying to do so without waking up Jack?
Yeah.
How heavy is one cauldron plus one turtle?
Quite a bit.
If it's if both of us try to shimmy and nothing happens, I'm just gonna give him a little knock.
Sure.
Yeah,
make a strength check. Have both of you make or one of you can do it with advantage.
Are you more stronger than me?
With...
I mean, I'm +0, so.
Negative.
Oh, okay. Wow, I thought I was bad. Okay. All right. First roll was a 5. Next roll. Oh, 19.
82 pounds.
I rolled 19.
Yeah, so together you're able to scoot it just a little bit, but Jack, I think you are disturbed enough that you're gonna notice you've been scooted.
Oh, I got the best price on seaweed. What what's going on? Why are y'all up so early?
In that case, and Earl will kind of quietly cover. Turtles have mouths, right? Just like normal mouths. Okay.
My snap! You're just waking me up.
Hear something? Can you move, please?
Why'd y'all let the fire go out? Yeah. I climb down off the cauldron slowly, rubbing my eyes.
Yeah, as soon as you start to move, a cat jumps off of you and onto the bed.
I just shake my head and look at Dewey. And then get out the way.
And we'll just say, "Can you be quiet?"
And Kashezi, I'll let you decide for yourself if the commotion so far has woken you up.
They seem to be quiet enough. I didn't notice Jack's commotion at all.
Can I do a stealth roll to slowly open the door, creak it where I can just slide in, and I'm crouching to see if anyone is in the hallway right now?
Sure, so you just want to peek out the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
First. you want me to do like a stealth roll?
Sure.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys slide the cauldron away easily enough.
That was a natural 20, and then I'm +4.
Okay.
So I am the sneaky cat.
You very quietly turn the doorknob and pull the door open. Pull the door open slightly and look out.
Mm-hmm.
And it appears to be an empty hallway. It's not super, like the whole hallway is like, it's 5 feet wide and 25 feet long.
Okay.
So you got your door, the door across from you, and to the right is the door back out to the main room.
So we're on the end, pretty much. Like, there's nothing to the left, I guess?
Yeah, there's another 5 feet to the left. There's a torch there that's lighting the way.
But I don't see anything in there or hear any more noise.
No, not right now.
Okay. I am going to creep, and slowly open the door across from us and peek in there.
Okay. You see another bedroom. You do open the door. You do feel like a chilly draft come through.
Okay.
But it seems to be lit in there. There seems to be another fireplace that's lit in there. And are you like opening the door all the way, or are you just kind of looking in the crack?
I'm going to like open it and come in and like creep in a corner in the dark. Trying to like get a feel for like what's going on in here. I'm assuming someone left. Like that's what I heard. So
yeah. So you do see across the room from you, like so there's a large bed, kind of like the one in your room, a nice bed off to your right. Okay. And there's another like armoire in the corner. And over in the far corner where the fireplace is, you see a old dwarf woman sitting in a chair, bundled under a thick quilt. She's in a rocking chair, and there's a little table next to her that seems to have some kind of platter.
Oh.
She seems like she's not completely awake. She's kind of snoozing. So she hasn't noticed you yet.
She hasn't noticed me.
No.
If she hasn't noticed me, I'm going to slink back out and shut the door quietly.
Okay. Make another perception check.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Okay, so you do notice one other thing is that she seems to have a wooden peg where her right foot should be.
Okay. I am going to like back out the door and
no,
like
that was just Dewey sneaking.
But I'm gonna sneak back and then I'm gonna like report.
Sure.
And so that's one bedroom across, and then like from where we are, there's another room that we think the voices came from. Is that accurate?
You assume that the knocking was on the door right directly across from you, the one that Dewey just checked out.
Okay.
The door down the hall is what takes us back out like to the main area and then down the stairs to where we were last night.
Okay.
So it's just we're in one hallway that is doored off at the end, and there's just one room across from us.
Okay.
So my assumption is probably since she has like a tray of food, that a servant just probably brought her food in, and then left. Is there like an insight check that I can probably assume like that's what happened?
Sure.
I mean, that's what this dice is a primo right now. That's a 22.
Yeah, that's what you can tell. That's a pretty good assumption.
Okay.
Seems like someone could have been delivering breakfast.
Okay. So I will.
So what'd you see in there, Dewey?
Yeah, there's this old peg-leg dwarf lady. I don't know who she is or what she's doing here, but maybe we should go introduce ourselves. See what's
Asking their
going on.
curiosity. Lucky they weren't naked or armed.
She seemed to kind of be very, sleepy. But is there like, I'm assuming if it's like a dwarf lady, she's not with the Knights of the Black Sword people.
Or would there?
So you got a dirty 20 on your perception check?
Yes.
I'll say you also notice the medallion around her neck.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she is.
So she is one of them. Okay.
Did you hear a peg walking around, or was it quiet before I woke up?
I didn't hear any peg walk.
And Earl will shake his head. No peg walk, just whispering.
I mean, even if she is one of the Black Sword people, I don't think it hurts to kind of like
I don't think
get
it
some
hurts for at
information
least
on who these people are and what's going on here.
I mean, we can go in under the assumption of, oh, there's a tray of food. We smelled food. We were in, like, worst comes to worst, we can say, hi, we're your neighbors. Oh, we smelled food, and just kind of go in that way. I mean, she's like a grandmothery type that is with a cult.
Jesse, you go in and say your room service.
Yeah, that's not.
Ask if it's her cat. The cat in. Ask if it's hers.
Can I assume I'm awake at this time?
Probably.
Well, I mean, Jack, are you just talking to the sleeping Kashesi on the bed?
Like, let's send Kashesi in, and then I'll wake her up before the other people agree. I tell her we all decided it'd be a good idea.
No.
And then we fill her in.
She already had her room service. We can't go with that. I think we should just be like, hello.
It's a cat.
We're new in town.
Oh, it's too early for
we
that.
Can say that. Who was the person that who was the individual that our demon friend, or my demon friend, said that we should say we're associated with, that God is in here in the first place?
Well, he originally told you to mention you were here to see Kadroth.
Okay, Kadroth. Never mind.
But then when you were speaking to Kadroth, he was basically saying, like, you're wasting your time speaking to this guy.
Okay.
And he was nondescript about who you should actually be speaking with.
Okay.
Kadroth was just like to get in the door, I think.
Okay, get in the, so to speak.
Yeah.
That was the fancy guy.
Yeah.
Okay, no wrong.
With the pantaloons. Wasn't everyone wanted the socks? That's right. Is that what?
Yeah, he was the guy. Yeah, and Mayor was the kid, the servant kid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they brought Jack a pair of socks.
That's right.
They're nice.
So is Jack wearing said socks at the moment?
Yeah, I look down and wiggle my trunk feet.
Actually, you know what? Earl, is the cat still in our room? Or in the room right now?
Yep, it's kind of snuggled up with Kashesi on the bed.
I'm going to take the cat gingerly. If the cat will, first I'll pet the cat to make sure that it doesn't do anything. I'll take the cat with me and I'll say, why don't we just go to the room and say that the cat was interested in the room and say, is this your cat?
I mean, I'm up for whatever.
Okay.
Everybody likes me. I get along with everybody. I can talk my way out of any situation. I don't really care what we go in and say. I think it'll be fine.
Okay, I'll take the cat and just quietly go to the front, to the door, and I'll be like, "Come on, guys."
Okay, go ahead and make an animal handling check.
I knew it. I knew it.
Okay.
Is it like a?
So what was that?
19.
19? The cat comes peacefully enough. It seems kind of sleepy. It'll accept your lift.
Okay.
That's what you needed. You needed a 19.
Oh.
With this cozy cat.
Yeah. All right, be like, all right, got anybody want to come with me?
And I assume Kashezi by now has at least been aware of the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll come. I'll follow behind you.
Okay. At this point, I'll knock very gingerly at first to see if we hear anything.
Okay, there is no response after a moment.
Okay. I'll
I'll
jiggle.
say she seemed like she was kind of sleeping, so like you can maybe knock harder.
Alrighty. Knock, 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 knock. A little bit harder.
No response.
Okay. Is the door locked now?
It is not locked. If you try it, it'll easily swing open.
Okay. Swings open. I'll be like, want to come in?
All right, yeah, if you come in, you see what I described to Dewey earlier. There's kind of like a cool draft in this room. But there does seem to be a warm fire in the back left corner. And you see her in a rocking chair next to the fire.
Alrighty. Is the cat still peacefully in my arms?
For now.
Okay, for now. Oh, let's see what happens with this. I'm going to try to peacefully transfer the cat into the old lady's lap and see what happens.
Okay, make another animal handling check.
Just straight give her the cat? No hello?
Yeah, because I mean, like, worst comes the worst. The cat wakes up, the lady wakes up. Let's just go with it.
I'll get in her lap.
17?
As you get close, the cat tries to kind of turn and land on the back of the chair instead of on the woman. So it kind of like flails a bit as it's trying to like grab onto the chair.
Okay.
So do you want to try and let it do its own thing, or do you want to try and get it back under control?
Let it do its own thing.
Okay, yeah, you just let go of it, and it pulls itself up, and it kind of just perches on the back of her chair. And she looks up and she sees you, and she kind of just like hangs her head for a moment, and she's like, "Oh, it's you." And you hear just an impressive number of dwarvish curse words that come from this old lady's mouth. So I think.
Oh, good. And I know Dwarvish did. Okay, so
Yeah,
I understand.
Dewey and Earl speak Dwarvish.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she kind of just she's just kind of sitting there just saying one after
I'm
the
like,
other.
oh.
And then she'll look up and be like, "I'm sorry, I've been dreading this moment. Come in. All of you, come in."
All right. I'll walk in and ask, is she dead?
And I'll be like, Jack! Jack! Manners!
Oh,
She just cursed like 6 ways to Sunday. She seems fine to me.
Earl's still under the impressions like, oh, we just woke up this elderly grandmother, but he's going to try to be nice.
If whoever comes in last, if they don't shut the door behind, I will make sure that it's shut before we.
Oh no, I'm shutting the door.
Okay, good.
You gotta make sure of that.
Okay.
Yeah, so she'll invite you all in and just kind of motion to come have a seat. You can sit on the bed if you'd like. We'll have a chat here before I die.
do it.
Wait, what?
Okay. This is a very
Ma'am, are you
grim
okay?
morning.
Do you need assistance?
I'm quite old, and it's my time. And I know because I've seen this moment. These four faces are the last people I talk to before I die.
What do you mean you saw
Talk to
this
us,
moment?
ma'am, and can we give you a blessing? Can we help you in any way?
I'm far beyond your help, but maybe I can help you.
Thank you, but before we go along those words, ma'am, who are you? What's your name?
My name is Hethel.
Hethel.
Hethel Arcorin.
That is such a grandmothery name. All right, Hethel. How do you think you can help us? How have you seen us?
I'm the soothsayer for the Knights of the Black Sword. Levistus blesses me with visions, and I share valuable information.
Does one of those visions include the four of us?
It does. This very moment I've seen before. Would any of you be interested in a knucklehead trout fillet? It has been grilled to perfection and topped with goat's milk. I will not touch it. I won't be needing it. And she'll gesture to the platter next to her. And you do see seems to be a nice trout fillet.
I'm gonna walk up and grab it and ask her, do you die before or after breakfast? Have you seen that?
It'll be momentarily.
Well,
right.
How can you help us? What do we need to know?
I'm sharing an image in chat.
She's precious.
Oh, she's got the double braids.
Really I love how we're like, oh,
So she's like, well, first, you tell me, what do you think you need to know from me?
I think we need to know what is happening to the leader guy here, the speaker. And I think we need to know if she's had any visions about,
the everlasting winter for the past 2 years, what we can do to stop it. Is there a force, a person, entity, a group that's behind it that we're somehow involved in?
As suspected, you completely focus on the wrong things. There's a far bigger issue ahead of you.
What is that?
Do you know of the Duergar?
Oh, whoa. Oh boy, we're going there.
Who's that?
I mean, Megan knows of the Duergar, but...
Ma'am, these are four faces that say no.
They are dwarves who live deep underground. They're not like most dwarves you come across. They are greedy. They are evil. And there's one particular one named Zardarak Sunblight who intends to conquer Icewind Dale.
Akrak who?
Zardarak Sunblight. He already has a fortress on the surface in the spine of the world mountains. It contains, among other things, a forge powered by the still beating heart of a red dragon.
No.
His plan is the systematic destruction of the 10 towns.
Why? What will he gain from this?
Icewind Dale.
Is what he's doing related to the eternal winter?
He's using the eternal winter.
As cover?
Indeed.
Gosh dang it. We don't need another thing to figure out.
How many side stories do we have?
Oh boy.
I've seen there is a chance to defeat him, but you must not attack too soon, for his power is great and your power is not.
Is a turtle involved in this defeat?
Total here now.
Hey, what?
She's is a turtle here now.
Yeah, are you going blind too?
I'm dying.
Do that.
So do what you must, but Zardarok Sunblight is your biggest threat at the moment.
So
Biggest threat.
how do we
Ugh.
wait, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say biggest threat to the Brotherhood, biggest threat to the four of us, biggest threat to the 10 towns, or all of it? Or none of it?
All of it.
How is he a bigger threat than a god?
The god is controlling the weather, not destroying on purpose.
All right, so if we try to change it, what advice can you give us? Where should we start? Can you give us any advantage?
Or what can we do in order to be ready to fight the Dugar? Like, how can we prepare ourselves?
Gain more power, gain more help, gain more allies. The Knights of the Black Sword will help.
Oh,
Kadroth is a worthy leader. However, I have no respect for him.
Ooh.
Levistus hates him. He could easily be replaced.
how's that?
It's just what I've been told. And he keeps me locked in here because he doesn't want me speaking the truth.
Ooh.
But once I'm gone, if Kadroth was gone, then avarice would take over.
Who's Avarice?
She's been working with us for some time. She's doing research.
Is she here?
She may be. She keeps a workshop in the cellar.
Would she be a good leader for this? For the Black Swords?
Better than Kadroth.
Are you suggesting we
Replace one cult leader with another.
Oh, I'm just meaning, like, is she saying we need to kill him?
Well, we haven't even found the. Wait. Is the mayor here? Is he okay?
And you see her just start to kind of slump forward
Uh-oh.
and just fall down. She falls off her chair.
Can one of us catch her so like her thud doesn't wake up the household so they don't realize we've heard her talk?
Oh yeah, make a dexterity check.
Dex check. 16.
Yeah, you can kind of like jump right in front of her and try and catch her. She's hitting the ground. And yeah, as you do, you find she's dead.
No.
Is there some sort of like bell pull or bell ring, like to get a servant or something?
Make a perception check.
21.
Looking around, you don't see anything really like that. The room is pretty sparse. Like there's the bed, there's the wardrobe, and this chair.
Okay. I will go out and then out the hallway door
Wait.
and first look to see. I'm gonna get like mayor or someone to
Oh, let's just prop her up and go.
What do you mean?
Just prop her up and go. We'll leave the food.
We heard a noise. We found her. She's dead. End of story.
Oh, we don't know these people.
While all this, you two are conversing. With our friendly cult grandmother here. Is her amulet, like, since we can tell she's dead, is it like glowing or not glowing now due to the passage of time?
Make a perception check.
17.
It doesn't seem any different. So one thing I'm trying to look real quick because in both of these pictures, they're showing it as like this blue triangle, but in all of the text, I thought it was a black crystal. So I'm quickly gonna scan through this to see if there's a reason why it's not what I expect it to be, or if just the artist decided to make it different for some reason.
I mean, I'm not gonna leave like a dead woman here. Like,
Oh no, she's not going anywhere.
we need these people on our side. Like,
Meanwhile, Earl is like trying to gently prop her up, and he's kind of saying to himself, "Sorry, ma'am, don't mean to fondle you."
Yeah, I'm gonna say ignore what's in the picture, and these amulets are a black crystal.
Okay.
I mean, you do what you need to do in this room. I'm gonna go like find Mayor.
What? I'm gonna take the cat. I'm gonna put the plate back. I'm gonna go back to the room near the cauldron.
Oh no, the cauldron! You left it alone.
I know. I thought about that.
Yeah, you come back, you find it as you left it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go out the hall door and see if I see anything.
Okay. Yeah, you can hear kind of some commotion downstairs. If you want to look over the balcony, you can see below it seems to be guards and soldiers having breakfast. There are 4 of them down there having breakfast, and you do see Mayor bringing out plates and serving.
Can I catch Mayor's eye? Like, without necessarily like bringing attention to like the other guys? but like kind of like get his attention and like motion that like I need him up there.
Go ahead.
Have me do a performance check.
I was thinking
we back-
sleight of hand. Try it, sure. Make a performance.
We're back in the room still, right?
I think everyone except Billy is.
Maybe we should leave her on the ground and say we heard a thud, and then came in to check.
Wait, so the body hasn't been put back up yet?
Yeah,
No, I
we already propped them back up.
We can.
I put Grandma back on the chair.
Y'all are overthinking this. We can still say that we put her back up and we heard the thud. We can still say that.
We're so reckless.
I got a
I want to go back to jail.
You said 17?
Yeah.
Mare does not look up to notice you, but neither do the others. They're just no one's looking upstairs at the moment to see you.
Okay. I decide to like just strut down the stairs then as if like I'm casual, I'm supposed to be here, and like nothing's wrong.
Okay.
And so I will get a little bit more down the stairs and I will kind of just like hang out casually in a corner, like what, I'm fine here until I can like kind of get Mare's attention and like signal him again back over to me.
Yeah, he'll see you when you come down, and he was like, "You want to have breakfast?"
I actually need your help with something upstairs. Can you come upstairs and help us out?
Okay. He still seems kind of timid, but yeah, he'll come follow you.
I feel like we have a slight rapport. It works. Okay, yeah. So, as I am walking up there, like I'm like leading the way, I will ask him like, "Do you know who's in the room across from us?"
So it's Hethel's room.
Did we all get out of the room and close the door while she was gone?
Oh yeah, I would have waited for you guys to do that.
So what you guys did in the meantime, like you put her back in the chair basically, and then went back to your room.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm petting the cat, poking the fire.
I'll ask him though what he thinks of Hethel.
She's old. She doesn't talk to me much.
Okay. Is she kind of like high up here in the rankings of whatever we're in?
If Cadroth wasn't here, she'd be our leader.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna like at this point I feel like we're close to the door, and I'm gonna like open the door and like have him come in and shut the door. I was like, we heard a big noise and we came to check on it, and it seems that she has passed away.
And so you went into her room, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've like shut the door behind us.
Okay. And so yeah, he looks over and sees it, and he kind of just like turns his head down, and it's like, Cadroth will be pleased.
He'll be pleased. Oh boy. Okay. Mayor, I feel like we got to have a talk. Like, what do we do here? Do we wait to tell Cadroth? What do you think?
I would tell him.
You would tell him, okay. I feel like I don't know if I want to go with you. Where is Avaros?
Avarice?
Yes.
And he just looks nervous again.
Oh. I'd love to meet her and told that she's got some really cool experiments. Do you think you could help us out?
It's better to leave her alone.
No, I think I'd like to meet her. Where can we find her?
She's in the cellar if she's here.
Okay.
There's a ladder in the northwest guard tower.
Okay. Why do you seem nervous? Do you not like Avaros?
No, she hurts me.
Oh.
Oh.
More than Cadroth? Caldroth? Yeah.
He just doesn't want to talk anymore.
Oh, he doesn't want to talk to me. Okay. It's fine. I will
Can Earl, like, I'm assuming, like, if you've had this conversation, we maybe would have heard the door close. I'd like to come across the room into where y'all are now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
so the door opens and you see Earl come in.
Should
And Mare tries to
Close.
go out the door. Okay.
I'll close the door.
poor Bear, we're just like keeping him in rooms that he doesn't want to be in. I don't know.
Earl will say, "Thank you for your courage, young man. If you've got, say, some duties that you need help with, like, say, if you're supposed to bring breakfast to anybody upstairs, perhaps we can do that for you. Like, say, if there's anybody here, like the mayor or anybody downstairs for whom you usually do duties for, because you seem tense, my son."
And he kind of just stares at you for a minute and then kind of just lowers his head.
Aw.
He just doesn't want to be here right now.
And I'll just look at Dewey and be like, should we let him go? Kind of like incline my head like this.
Yeah, maybe I kind of want to suggest to him, like, maybe don't tell Cadroth just yet.
Yeah, we can say we'll talk to Cadroth. Is that okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Guess we'll let him go.
And he'll kind of just run out of the room.
I'm like trying to get like a helper here, and he like does not want to be it.
No, he seems fairly broken at this point.
Hmm.
Okay. Great.
Ready for breakfast?
Great.
I thought you already had breakfast. Oh.
It was just to hold me over.
And if you had some of that trout fillet, it was delicious. It's been the best trout since you've been up here. It's well seasoned and.
Well, no, I feel.
Yeah, I know they got the good stuff. Let's go down and try it.
There's really nothing else to look at upstairs. Is that right?
If you come around the balcony and down the half flight of stairs, you can go up the other side. There's another balcony on the other side with another door. So you assume that there's another hallway situation like on this side.
Maybe we should, one of us at least, look down there, see if we see anything. Like maybe the mayor.
I mean,
Mm.
I
I could
feel
take
like
a-
it might be tough because that like goes down. You kind of gotta go down the half stair so someone can see you from the main hall, right?
Yeah, that's all open.
Yeah, it's one of those like open halls that has like the stair at the end, and then like goes up, and then like a balcony, and then there's little halts off. So someone would have to be super sneaky to go all the way over there and have no one be seen, or I don't know. I guess you can go over there just pretending like you're supposed to be there and that you just got confused or something.
Yeah.
We do like perception to figure out when the best time to sneak around would be. Like, is it busier in the morning? The rooms are empty around noontime, and then everyone's in there at night.
I mean, you haven't been here a full day, so it'd be hard to know. There does seem to be a rotation of guards.
Let's first maybe go down and have breakfast, and then we can like get a feel for like for things. And then one of us can accidentally go up to the other side, the wrong side or something like that if we wanted to do that.
Pretend we have to use the privy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could bring up a tray and then go down the wrong hall or something and then check.
Okay, let's go with that.
Yeah, I gotta try this trout. The pot, you think the pot will be okay?
I don't know what
We'll
to do
lock
about
the
this
door.
pot.
Yeah.
Part of me wants to like take it out and just give it to the but I don't know if we can leave and then come back,
We need to put a plant in it.
Maybe one of us stays.
Disguise it.
One of us stays in the room with the pot, and the three of us go downstairs.
I mean, at some point we got to offload the pot, though. We can't, like we can't do everything because we need to explore this place more.
Okay, I can watch the pot.
I want to give it to the whatever that bar place was, like right outside it. That's my thought, is we give it to them and have them like just like use it to feed the people of the town. Because obviously no one here is going to do that. They've isolated themselves.
Mm. Will they let us out to do that?
That's what I mean, is I wonder. Maybe one of us test it. Like, should just one, like, hey, how about we go downstairs and eat? After we eat, I'll go down, walk to the guard and to the gate, see what kind of a situation, if it's easy for me to like, hey, I just got to go down there for a minute and like come back type of a thing. Or and then somebody else can go and check the other side, the other wing of the castle part.
I think I could just carry that pot everywhere. I think so.
Right, but like going downstairs into a kitchen with a bunch of guards being like, brought my own pot.
From what you've experienced so far, one person trying to move it would be fairly difficult.
Oh,
and you've been moving it as a group.
It's 50 pounds though. My chainmail's 55. I could just swap them out, step it on.
Like it's not so much the weight; it's just the getting your arms around it to move it. It's not
yeah,
pretty big.
All right. Well, what do you think of that plan? I go check out, schmooze the guard, see if it's even something that I can leave and come right back, or what. I'm not saying I'm gonna go leave and do it. I just want to see if like just chat them up, get a feel
we gotta
for
see
it.
what our plans are. So
yeah,
at least two of us gotta pretend that everything's normal. So go down to breakfast.
Yeah. I think we can all eat, and then we just kind of, after we eat, we can like kind of
go back up.
Yeah, but plan to meet back in the room like in 30 minutes or something like that after we eat.
Sounds good.
Does that work?
Yep.
Okay. Do we all get trout?
I mean, I can wash the pot.
I think it would be fairly easy for us to see if someone went up to our hallway. Right? From down below.
Okay.
I think so, because it's pretty like wide open staircase. You can see if someone's coming and going.
And it's either our room or the room with the dead woman. So like no one should be if anyone goes up to that hallway, then hey, one of us can like run up there. I think we could probably just keep an eye on it. Have some worse, Jack, if you want to watch it, like if anyone goes up that way as we're eating.
Yeah, I decided I'll stay together for an alibi. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah, so you are heading out. You're coming back down into the main room. You do see several people there, like finishing up their breakfast.
Ooh, look at that.
You do see there's more trout fillets, but there's also on the table it's just like a bowl of fruit. It's something you haven't really seen too much of since you've been up here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Interesting.
I feel like it's an awkwardness of like enjoying the food, but also knowing like these people are obviously like hoarding everything for just themselves and like nothing is going to the town and like kind of feeling a little bit like guilty about it. But also like fruit.
I'm not feeling guilty. I'm grabbing the fruit.
Yeah, I'm getting 3 of those fillets.
Yeah, so guys, if you sit down at a table, they will not be too long before Mayor comes out with a plate for each of you.
Okay.
Any kind of breakfast drink available?
They seem to have wine is the main thing they have here. But they can also offer you like water or goat's milk.
I'll take the goat's milk.
Oh.
Extra
Yeah,
fruit.
it is a pretty good meal.
I saved
Are
one of my
any of the
fillets.
soldiers talking about like their duties or what it's like to work in this cult or anything like that?
They're interestingly being mostly quiet, kind of each one keeping to himself.
Have they taken note of us?
They notice that you're in the room, but they haven't really said hello or given any pleasantries.
So it's not like a wariness, it's just like everybody's sort of like focused on their task.
Yeah, it's kind of like they're about to be on duty and they're just kind of focusing and being a soldier or being a guard.
Okay. Do any of these guards look like they were, say, guards of this actual castle before? Like, are any of them wearing like the former castle's garb, like the mayor's guards?
They are wearing armor that seems like they don't seem out of place. So it could be armor that's just here for the staff here.
Okay.
Yeah, whenever
Mayor hasn't said really anything else to you, but just kind of brought you plates and went back into the kitchen.
whenever we finish eating, I will like casually make my way out and like through the courtyard and just kind of like get a feel for like who's where.
Okay. It's still a little bit early. It's not sunrise yet. But coming out into the courtyard, you do see there's guards outside the door of the keep in the courtyard, and the double gates are open at the moment, and there are 2 guards posted on the inside and outside entrance.
Oh, but the gates are open?
They're open at the moment, yes.
Oh. I'll walk over there and just kind of like strum up a conversation, real casual, like, "Oh, good morning. What's the weather today?" I'll make a comment about the weather, like an innocuous, like kind of like funny joke about the weather or something.
And kind of very plainly, one of the guys was like, the snow stopped a couple hours ago.
Oh, good,
So-
good. Wow. Is like the sun coming out a little at all? Like,
No, it's still probably like 8 a.m. or so. So
Okay,
you got a little bit before it starts to get let out.
so I'll say like, hopefully we'll get a little bit of sun today, right? You know? Just, wow, what, is there like you guys expecting someone coming in today? Like, kind of make a comment about the gates being open.
And she's like, I'm not privy to the schedule, ma'am.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so we can, I did have some, what was that? What was the tavern down the road?
It's called the Uphill Climb.
Okay. I'll just say like, you know, we've been really enjoying our stay, but I just have some business down the uphill climb. I just, you know, just wanted to make sure it was cool. You guys already had the gates open that we could just maybe go down and then come back up.
It's not up to me to grant that.
Oh.
But if you've made arrangements with Kadroth, you should be fine.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you. And I'll just kind of like meanderingly walk back.
Okay.
You know, where it doesn't seem like I came down there just to talk to them, but like kind of like, oh, I'll walk around. Is there anything else of interest kind of like around this courtyard that like stands out to me?
It looks about like it did last night. It's snowy. It snowed all night, so it's not been completely like cleared out. You do see to the left and to the right, there's like a stairway up to the wall. There are the 4 guard towers. You do see there's an entrance to each one from the courtyard. There is the small building just to the right as you're walking towards the keep, and the 2 like merchant tents to the left that seem to be empty at the moment. And
are
to
there
the further left seems to be what looks like an outhouse.
And it was the was it the northwest tower that the workshop cellar was in?
Yes. So Mayor told you there was a ladder in that one.
Okay. Is there a guard? Like, can I see a guard outside of it?
You do not see guards patrolling in the courtyard, other than there's 2 in front of the keep, 2, and then 4 basically by the exit.
Okay. Okay. I will go back inside and meet back in the room like we kind of talked about.
It is much more pleasantly warm inside.
Do we come back? Are we still like hanging out in the dining hall?
Sure, yeah, if you want to be.
Well,
There can
wasn't
be a
someone
few-
going upstairs?
To check the doors.
I don't know who's going to do that, but yeah, if someone wanted to check the other hallway, now would be a good time.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, so while Dewey is outside, I'll say the other guards who are eating have finished, and they'll get up and they'll come out. So yes, Dewey, you'll see them coming out and going into one of the guard towers.
Okay, so those were the guys that were in the guard towers then.
Yeah, they're the ones who you saw eating breakfast, so they came out and went into one of the towers.
Okay, so whereas before there weren't people in the towers, now there are?
You haven't gone into the tower, like,
Oh,
basically, the towers, they're a couple stories tall.
okay, so they're probably
you
going
see-
up in it.
Yeah, you
Okay.
see an entrance to each one, so they're going in.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so are you guys waiting for Dewey, or are you doing something else while she's outside?
Is that are all going to go upstairs at the same time? Or wait?
I'll see if I can, if it's calmer in the kitchen area or the dining area.
Yeah.
I'll wait till like a lull point, and I'll just like kind of try to casually go upstairs to the other hallway.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna turn to the right.
Yes.
Okay. Yep, you come up and it's very similar to the left. It's kind of a mirror. You come around. There's a balcony up there, and whereas on the side where your room was, the door to the hallway was about in the middle, like front to back. This one, the door is further towards the front of the keep. So you have to walk further along the balcony, and then there's one door to the left.
Okay. I'll try to very quietly put my head to the door just to see if I hear anything.
Okay, make a perception check.
Perception 23.
You don't hear very much. You can hear some sounds from downstairs, possibly from the kitchen, like some movement. But it's hard to determine anything from this door.
Okay. Can I touch the door knob to see if it's like locked or not?
Yes, it seems to be locked.
Of course it is. Do any of us have a convenient lock picking kit? Which
I think
we should
I
have
do.
gotten?
Do
All right. Well, I don't have a lock pick, so I don't think I can really do anything. And that's the only door?
That's the only door, yes.
Okay.
And as you turn around, you can see over the balcony back down to the tables below.
Okay. And since there's not really a subtle way for me to jam it open or anything, I'll just try to feign that, oops, went to the wrong room, and I'll try to like pretend to like actually, go to our room actually.
Okay. You make a convincing performance, but no one seems to have seen you.
Okay.
You see walking back towards your bedroom. You kind of find everything as you left it. So,
And I guess in the when I was kind of going to the other room, I'll try to motion to everyone to just try to follow.
okay. Yeah, Jack and Kashessa, you see Earl beckoning you forth. And I'll say Dewey's back in by now.
Okay. Yeah, I go over to the room.
And the thing I might have skipped from that main room. There are 2 doors on the right side that you haven't been in. The one is where they've been taking food in and out, so that's obviously the kitchen. And there's another door across from, like on the left side is the sitting room you guys went to. There's another door across from that you haven't been in yet. So that's on the first floor.
So Earl came back with us.
Yeah, so do you guys go regroup in the bedroom?
You see anything, Earl?
Yeah.
What, did you get in any other rooms?
No, Susanna, can you hear Jesse?
No, I can't hear Jesse.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's not good.
Just Jack is asking if you saw anything.
Oh, saw a door. Heard noises, but it wasn't anything in it that I could discern from the door, and it's locked. Do you happen to have a lockpick in that shell yours?
Yep, I got some thieves' tools.
I'm interpreting.
Oh, he's got some thieves' tools.
Yay! Okay. Sorry, I was interpreting the nodding.
Got so much stuff in the shell.
I will explain that if we want to go in or out, we need Kadroth's approval, essentially.
Which so far you think you have. He's been very pleasant.
Oh, okay. So it's not a big deal.
Go in and out. And
Like, do I think that means that I have to ask him and be like, hey, Kadroth, I want to go outside? Or is it like he'll let me back in if we're like, hey, we're coming back in?
Yeah, you didn't get any indication that like the gates were going to shut behind you.
Okay. Well, then that's different.
But if Kadroth didn't want you back in, then
okay. But right now we're okay.
Yeah.
So
for all the other people here don't really know who you are, but you obviously spent the night here and you're not attacking them, so they assume you're a guest.
Okay. Yeah. So my suggestion would be that maybe 2 of us at least go offload this cauldron, right? And then come back before you start breaking into rooms and getting people pissed off. But honestly, I feel like we could assume that that's called like that's his room on that wing, you know? But maybe the speaker is there. I don't know. Do we want to talk to this Avaros person before we try to find the speaker? Like,
maybe if we've got 2 people here, we can have the 2 people go down into the cellar and see.
Well, I would say all of us need to go to the cellar talk. I don't know. It feels like an important thing to like, because whatever we be saying, like we're probably being like, hey, because right, Hethel kind of said that she needs to be the leader.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So I feel like we need to talk to her, let her know about Hethel, and see if she's gonna kind of overtake or something. I feel like if that situation is solved, that might help a lot with the whole finding the speaker and stuff. Which at this point, I don't even know if it like really matters. I don't know. for all we know, like he was like worse than these guys, you know, like it's like, okay, let's reinstate someone. Like, we're not going to get rid of these people, you know, like.
Right. I mean, well, we could at least drop the cauldron off.
Yeah.
Maybe while dropping the cauldron off, the two people there maybe scout out. So, about this speaker, do y'all like him?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it is a little odd that Kadroth, like, he hasn't at least come in to say hi to us or anything like that, right?
Busy guy.
Yeah. I mean, it's still early, right? Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear me, Earl?
we need subtitles.
Mm-hmm. Closed captions.
Yeah, closed caption on everything.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll just type it out whenever I'm talking to Earl.
Get on that, Steven. Yeah. Yeah, so let's see if we can just drop this off, come back, and then maybe we come back and we're like, yo, Kadroth, are we best friends? Or, you know, I don't know. If we happen to come across him, you know, we'll just make things cheery or whatever. But yeah, let's unload this because I think we don't want to like keep lugging this around.
The lady's going to be up there for the longest. Hopefully, Mayor is covering for us.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, so you guys
All
are
right, I want to take the pot.
you're taking the cauldron out.
Yeah.
Are you wrapping it in a tent again?
Yeah. Because that would have been how
And roll.
they saw it come in, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. However they saw it come in, that's how we're taking it out. Because I don't think we said it was anything. Did we even say it was a cauldron? Like,
You said it was like Jack's grandmother's pot.
Oh, yeah.
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 Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. His grandmammy's.
Family heirloom.
Okay. Let's do it.
Yep.
Are we all going or just a few of us? Did we decide to all do that, then all do the basement color?
Sure.
All right. Let's do it.
All right. Yeah, you guys pick up the cauldron and bring it back out through the hallway and down the stairs and out the keep.
Perfect.
And across the courtyard, you see the gates are open. There are the guards there as you walk past.
Give him a little like, hidey ho. We'll be back in a few.
All right, they kind of don't respond. They just kind of watch you.
That's fine.
And keep going. And you can head your way kind of down the path a little bit to the uphill climb. From this direction, it's kind of a downhill climb.
Yeah.
And
Everybody who went with the pot?
yeah, everyone's coming, right? Or is anyone staying behind?
Okay, cool.
No, I think it's everyone.
Okay.
Can we use the cauldron as a sled?
I was just about to say, John.
It is not a smooth surface with the engravings on it, so it does not slide too well. It keeps getting caught.
The DM is not giving us this. It's not. Not gonna happen.
I'll meet y'all at the bottom. It's led down.
Well, yeah, right. Okay. Like, we talked to that guy, and he seemed like a good guy of the community, right? Like,
Yeah.
So you make your way there, and it does seem to be closed up at the moment.
okay. Can we knock?
Yeah, sure. After knocking a bit, you do see Rourke, who you remember greeted you before, opens the door. It's like, hello? It's a little
Let's not even
early.
say anything. Just push the thing in the door.
And he's kind of like, what? And he kind of like push him back in with this cauldron coming in. And he's like, we're not open.
Yes. Good morning. So, after we talked to you and we talked to, the peeps at the castle, we have something that we would like to entrust to you. And I kind of give him a look like, you better be trustworthy.
Who did you talk to at the castle?
More like,
The people up there. You told us to go there for a room, so we did, and they let us in.
Did they let you have a room? Did you see speak receiver?
No.
No, we wanted to ask about that because we were unable to see Speaker Seaver. How is he perceived in the town? Like,
They've been telling us he's sick, but no one believes it.
Yeah, we're not really sure either. To be honest.
I think we're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to talk about it.
So you went and stayed at the castle?
Yeah.
yeah, haven't you?
No, they don't let anyone in. I mean, the speaker's alive. He's been signing documents that seem to be real, but no one has seen from him, and everyone else who comes by gets turned away, unless it's a guard from the castle.
Well,
Probably just because we have this great pot willing to let you in on. We'll rent it to you.
What?
Okay. So here's the deal, right? This town, what would you say the greatest need of this town is?
Spring.
Okay, we're working on that separately.
Find out who's running the castle.
Yes, also on that, but a different thing. You seem to have trouble with feeding your people.
No, everyone has trouble feeding their people.
Well, this is a restaurant and tavern. I do my best.
We have something that will improve that, increase your profits, help you out. Don't even need to cook anymore.
We had heard that that the town was sacrificing food, with everything that's going on.
Yeah, most of the citizens are trying to appease the Frostmaiden by giving up what they have in hopes that she'll show mercy and stop the winter.
So you're not necessarily people aren't going hungry?
They're trying to, if it'll appease the Frostmaiden.
Y'all, I can't deal with these people.
I know.
Are there
I don't
any
want your charity,
orphans
do
we can
we?
give this pot to?
It's like, we're trying to do something good here, and they're like, what? I'm fine. Like,
Jack, can I see that water skin?
Oh yeah. Yep. There you go.
Thank you. So I take the water skin and I just violently just squirt out the contents of the water skin on the floor. Would you like to add stew to the menu? We're offering.
And Worg's like, what? You're making a mess. What?
We'll
He
see you
just
later.
seems very confused by this whole conversation and a little bit annoyed that you're like in his restaurant this early.
Okay. Here's the
We need
thing.
to demonstrate it.
Here's
Let's
the
just
deal.
demonstrate it.
See,
I'm
we
gonna,
could
like-
demonstrate it, but
I'm gonna like look at this guy and be like, listen up. We're going to help you out and we would like to give you this thing. And we need you to help
Rent.
the people of the town with this. Are you
Like,
someone
I
who
have
cares about this
cookware.
town?
I have cookware. I'm capable of cooking with my own utensils.
Are you passionate about helping the people of this community?
Was
While
trying to,
Dewey
I
is
saw-
talking, I'm starting to
saw an
load up the
adventuring
pot.
party come to town. I tried to direct you toward the castle because I thought you might be able to find something out, but I don't know. They must have gotten to you too. So you're just being weird.
Ugh. Okay.
And then
While-
Earl will just be
While
like,
Dewey is
okay, yes, there's something weird going on in the castle right now. We think the mayor is being held captive. There's a tiefling there. And before we investigate there further, we have this pot. Like, Earl's just like frustrated at this point. He says,
I went to the back and
pot,
I'm pouring water in.
we won it in a battle hours away. This pot can create food for free. We want to keep it here, entrusted possibly in your care if it can be used to help save your town and give them free food. But we can't keep this and go to the castle with this pot because then it might stay in the hands of Kadroth.
Like this pot makes free food.
Yes, that is what we're trying to tell you. This pot makes food. It can help save this town. It can feed this town, especially during some of the lean times. We can't have this pot be up in the castle right now as we're trying to figure out what's happened to your mayor. Can we keep this here and entrust it in your care?
If this is an infinite supply of food, he's kind of thinking it through. Like, this would be very helpful, but I'm afraid that those who are loyal to Oriel, the ones who have the whole town stirred up trying to sacrifice their food, they'll come after me if they see this here. They'll anytime there's a snow flurry or a storm, they're gonna blame me for angering their god that I'm not sacrificing enough.
While he's talking, I'm going to put the spoon in his mouth. Stew is ready.
What? He'll like, that's not bad. Like that's you can kind of see where he's like trying to puzzle, like, how can I make this work and not suffer the wrath of the people? Because like he's
Pretty
like,
yeah.
All right. Here's the deal. Here's what you do with it. Okay. We're going to give this to you. We're going to entrust it to you. Okay. Maybe don't go full blown and don't tell people about it, but like, we're going to fix the other situation. We're looking into that with Oriel. Like, just give us a little bit of time. We're going to figure that out. But You can
And
keep
then
this
we can
here.
take this pot off of your hands if you do not feel comfortable with it. But we need somewhere to keep it right now.
Could you take it by the new moon?
How far is the new moon from now?
It's like a couple days away.
It is. It's approximately. It's like less than a 10-day away.
So basically, we have somebody who doesn't particularly want it, but can keep it for us for a few days, while we potentially go back to a raving group of cultists.
Yeah.
Right.
Buy before they buy. That's the best place to keep it. It'll blend in with all this kitchen-y stuff. You can just put a smaller pot in it.
Because if you need me to just hold on to this for you, I will do it. I can't keep it. They'll destroy it and me along with it if they find it.
Why did we take this from this lady, from the freaking hag? Like, honestly, we're like, oh, we're gonna be good people, and like, no one wants it. Ugh.
Well, this is the first person you offered it to.
I mean, feels like everyone would have the same feelings as this guy, though.
You
like,
brought it to the town that's trying to sacrifice food.
I thought that meant they needed the food.
Yeah, they need food, not that they.
Whatever.
All right, how about this? Could we take this pot and go to another town that isn't sacrificing food, that isn't a big town like East Haven, give it there, then go back to the cultists?
Let's just leave it with him for now and pick it up when we leave. You know, like, we're going to be here for a bit. We don't need to be going back and forth. We'll ask him to keep it here. Sure. We'll take it off your hands on our way out of town. How about that? We just don't want it to get in the hands of cultists right now. I feel like that's the priority, right?
So he agrees.
Yeah. Okay. Done.
The 30 gallons is going to stay hot until the pot is emptied. It's like the best thermos ever made. He's going to love it. He's going to take it off our hands for the new moon.
I mean, let's not be surprised when we see this stew on his menu all week long. So, you know.
I love it.
Dewey has a real problem with trying to help people that then, like, don't really appreciate her help. Like, she's kind of annoyed right now. Like,
well, no, you can definitely tell he's conflicted. It's just
for sure. And I like kind of get his confliction. I get it, but it's like
he doesn't want to bring the winter's wrath upon himself.
Yeah, buddy, it's fine. All right.
I use Mage Hand to pat Dewey on the shoulder because I can see she's stressed.
Yeah, well, I give it a little, cover over it with my hand type of a thing.
Jack's frustrated. Dewey would give all the clothes off our back to help other people.
All right, let's see if we can get back in this castle. Fine.
And before, as you're leaving, Rourke starts to clean up the bit that you spilled out of the. All right, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Earl just quickly ask, anything you can tell us about the mayor besides he hasn't been around in a while? No one's
seen from him, but like I said, he's been signing documents, so he must be still alive.
Okay. And you would want him back if something happens? Like, is he a good mayor, or is he not a bad mayor?
He was the one that the people selected. So it's strange we don't know who's in charge of our town.
Okay.
They tell us he's sick and that his servants are helping him, but the whole thing seems strange. That's why I saw you guys adventuring party come to town. I tried to urge you to go to the Caer to see if you could find something, and it seems like you have, but I feel like I'm more confused now than before.
Yep, me and you both, bud.
Has he ever heard of Methel or Hethel?
I don't know who Ethel is.
All right. Well, I mean, we'll tell him like we're looking into it. Like we're gonna try our best. So.
All right.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Can I fill my canteen with some of this soup?
Yeah, if you want to, I'm sure you could.
Okay, I'm gonna refill my water skin.
All right. Yes, make your way back up the hill to the Caer.
Apparently.
All right. So first course of action when we get back in, what's that?
Oh yeah, I guess you just walk back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, and kind of the same thing. There's guards there, but they're just kind of watching you. They don't do anything.
Okay. Do we just go straight to it and go to the Northwest Tower?
Ooh. Why not?
Yeah. See what happens.
I mean, worst comes to worst, we fake naivete. You know what I mean?
Sure.
My map is upside down, so it's not north. So I said northwest. It would be southeast.
Oh, okay. Southeast.
Yeah, I was just looking at the city map, and I was like, oh, the gates are to the north, and my other map, the gates are to the south. I just realized that.
Okay. Yeah, so let's go over there and see if we see a ladder down to a cellar.
So yeah, if you want, once you get to the courtyard, you can turn left, and you see the right in front of you is there's one guard tower. It's not the one you want to go into. Next to that, there's stone stairs that lead up to a second floor with a door. You can walk past this where the outhouse is, and you can make your way to the door into the southeast guard tower.
I'm gonna stop and use the outhouse.
Sure. It is kind of cramped in there for a turtle of your size, but you could make it work if you really want to.
Well, I want to.
Okay. Jack succeeds. I'm not going to make you roll for pooping.
Is there any reading material?
There does not appear to be. It's pretty.
Are we just all standing outside this outhouse, like waiting for
Twiddling
him?
ourselves a little bit.
Like kicking the little stones in the yard, like.
Does anybody have potpourri in their backpacks?
Oh man.
All right, I'm good. coming out now. It's shaking as I like get out the door. Oh, y'all don't have to wait on me.
I just like give him a look, like. All right. So now head to the tower.
Onward.
All right. You walk in and you see it's a round room. In the kind of on the far wall from where you enter, you see stone stairs that lead up. Around the outside, there are 6 cots, and it seems there are 3 of them have someone sleeping in them at the moment. And the very center of the room is a copper brazier. It has hot coals in it and is kind of lighting up the room a little bit. And at the base of that, there's a bellows. You assume that can be used to heat the coals.
Nothing that looks like a ladder, or like I'm assuming like a trap door or something that.
Yeah, make a perception check.
17.
Yeah, when you step into the room, you see kind of just south of the center of the room, there is, or I guess north, because my thing's backwards. Closer to where you came in, there is a kind of a trap door in the floor.
Okay. If this guy's sleeping, I will try to do this like quietly, and just like I guess we just open it up and kitty. Try to go down.
Make a look if you're trying to be sneaky now. You weren't sneaky trying to come in the room, but they do seem to be sleeping.
Be quiet, like not wake them up, like.
Well, I'll have everyone make a stealth check.
Okay.
Six.
17.
15.
17.
Okay, you're reasonably quiet coming in. As a group check, the higher numbers will cancel out the lower numbers. So far, just coming in, no one has woken up. You come over to the door, and it has a handle that will flip up.
Yeah.
So you just pull open on it, and it does squeak a bit as you open it. And for a moment, you're like concerned.
Yeah.
But looking around, they do not seem to move.
Okay.
So these guys must have had a night shift and have just gone off to sleep.
Yeah. Perfect. I'm assuming it's very dark down there.
Yes, you do see a ladder and darkness.
Okay. I will put my orbs down.
Okay.
My little light. Dancing lights. Just kind of down the stairs.
Okay. You see basically a ladder that goes down a ways.
Okay. I mean, I'll start climbing and just kind of motion everyone to follow me.
All right. Is everyone following down?
Yep.
Yep.
See it. No. A wooden ladder clings to the west wall, held in place with iron brackets. The ladder descends 12 feet to a hall made of mortared stone. lit and heated by 4 sputtering torches. Extending from the east end of the hall is a water-filled cistern. A small rowboat is tied off near the water's edge.
Okay.
Guess we're taking a rowboat.
Hmm.
Well, can we do like what kind of safety check would we do on the rowboat? Just make sure that it looks okay and could hold us.
Just looking at the rowboat, C is tethered to the water's edge. It looks safe to use. Otherwise, there are stone steps that descend into the water. So you can easily get down to it and get in it. The rowboat looks like it could hold 2 of you, and there are 2 oars in it. And you do notice off to the left there does seem to be another room.
Oh, there's a room? Oh, well, we'll check that out first.
This room is empty except for 4 sheet-wrapped bodies lying side by side on the floor.
Wonderful.
Body? Great.
Or what kind of bodies?
They're wrapped in sheets.
Okay.
I do see it seems to be 3 humans and a halfling.
Is there anything on the bodies, like insignias, anything about their clothing that says maybe they were part of the previous castle's inhabitants?
What's interesting, they seem to be frozen solid.
Wonderful.
When you try to like interact with them or get under the sheets,
So
it's kind of strange.
it's like frozen blocks of ice people? Like,
Yeah. Make a perception check.
okay. 21.
Oh yeah, you notice right away. Each of them have that black crystal medallion around their neck.
Oh. Some sort of experiment gone wrong, or?
Anything we can notice on the bodies, like if it's like defensive wounds, like in a battle, like magic wounds?
Does seem to be signs of combat. It's hard to tell since everything's like completely frozen.
Okay.
Or someone else imprisoned in an ice block.
Okay. Alrighty, well, whatever struggle maybe in taking over the castle, this is, I'm going to assume that maybe like is the ground so hard that this is where they got to bury him for now until the ground gets softer.
Maybe. Could be.
On
Like
thaw
they
one
just-
out.
No. Back in the so is the water like normal water, like that the boat is in?
Oh, you want to look over into the water?
Yeah.
You want to put one of your do your lights work underwater?
Oh.
I assume they would.
Yeah. Why not? It didn't say anything about not, because it's magical light, you know.
Yeah. So if you
Fortified lights.
if you look over at the water and bring some light, it looks very cold. Like maybe there are even like little chunks of ice floating in it. It just seems like water. But as you're looking, you happen to notice there's more bodies, seemingly at the bottom. It seems like they're weighed down by their armor.
Okay. Can we do any
What do you
checks?
see down there, Dewey?
I'll just be like, there's more down here. Like at this point, it's like.
And you look, it's could be up to a dozen. I see humans and dwarves.
Great. Do we notice the same crystal situation?
Make a perception check.
16.
16. You don't see any from here.
Like even like leaning closer up, like.
No, they're all the way at the bottom of the cistern. You don't see any.
I'm gonna pull out
Right.
my soup, eat a little bit.
How do we want to do this?
Good time to eat.
It can only take 2 of us. Do we maybe Jack, do you want to put your rope to the end of it? And 2 of us row down, and then you can pull the rope back to get the boat back.
Yeah, that'll work.
See how far.
I can
How
swim, but
far
it's
does it look like it goes
cold.
down?
It goes a ways. This seems to go all the way under the whole castle.
Okay. How much combined rope do we have?
I've got 50 feet.
50
So there is 5 feet of rope attached to the boat that it's tied off on right now.
Okay. 250s. I don't have any. Jack, how much do you have?
I think I tied up those people and then got some more. Let's see.
I'll say about if you send your lights out as far as you can see, about 90 feet ahead of you, there seems to be a gate or something in front of you.
Okay.
It's hard to tell from here, but yeah, it goes a good 90 feet out.
I got 50 feet.
You can have like 2 people go, 1 person row back, and kind of go like that method.
Yeah, we could. Let's see how far we can get with doing the rope situation. If we tie all 350 feet to the 5 feet, that'll get us 155. And maybe 2 of us go down. If there's a gate situation, Jack, do you maybe want to go with your thieves tool in case we need to, like, you go first? In case we need to break a lock or something? Who else wants to go first, and who wants to hold the rope?
Let's see. Who's the strongest among us?
Jesse, how's your
I
strength?
was gonna say I thought it was gonna be Earl.
No, Earl's
and-
negative.
I was gonna say, and by strong you mean -1. My mind is strong, my flesh is weak.
Can you do the bottom number plus the top number for a total?
So the
Strength?
the larger number is the actual value of your actual score. The smaller number is what that amounts to when you roll a d20, what you add to it.
So what's your modifier? What's the small number?
3.
3. What are you, Kashesi?
-1 for strength.
Oh, did we just pick like a bunch of weird things? I don't know. I think it's fine. Here, like 2 of us will stay here, and it's 2 of us. Like it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Jack is pretty strong.
Yeah, and it's two of us here, but we want Jack to go because he needs his thieves' tools. Well, possibly. I mean, I can go if we want to with my lights more. Yeah, we probably actually, that's probably smart. We want me with my lights. So you guys might be in the dark for a little bit because, well, no, it's 120 feet range. So I'll leave 2 with you guys.
I got night sight.
And Jack and I can take 2.
That's fair.
Okay. Yeah, I have dark vision too, so I feel like between the 2 of us, we can work it out. Okay. Is that the plan? We start rowing. You guys hold on to the rope.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Am I in the boat yet?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get in.
All right, I'm gonna take off my chainmail and pull out my longbow.
Okay.
Get my thieves' tools out.
Yeah, it's easy enough to get into the boat, and it seems like it'll be safe to use. And you start rowing. Once you get a little ways out, you do notice there is an opening to the left as you go.
Okay.
It seems like there's another. The platform is just above the water level. It goes into another room.
I'll want us to stop, and I'll hop out and look.
Okay.
Can I sneak?
Sure, make a stealth check.
That is 16.
16. You walk into that room, and you are not noticed by a rat that seems to be chewing on an old bag.
Okay. What else is in the room?
That's the only thing you see in the room.
Okay.
What do you see, Dewey?
I don't think there's anything. Can I walk up to the bag?
Yeah, as you do, the rat will turn and it finds its way into a crack in the wall.
Okay. Before I pick the bag up, can I look at it? Does it just look like a normal bag? Is it bloody? I don't know.
It looks like an old sack of grain.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I don't need to pick it up. What's just one old bag of grain doing down here, though? Weird. So there seem to be. Can I maybe do an investigation, if there's any hidden doors?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
I just don't I don't know. It's a little weird. Oh, that was a natural 20, so 22.
Yeah, you look around. This room isn't super big. It's only 15 feet square, basically.
Okay.
You do see the place where the rat was able to gain entrance. There's a pretty significant crack in the wall there, but it doesn't seem like it's there on purpose. Nothing seems to be. There doesn't seem to be any other way out other than the way you came in.
Okay. I'll just come back then.
Just seems like another storage room that's not in use at the moment.
Okay. I'll just tell Jack just an old storage room, nothing in there but a rat and a dirty old bag of grain.
Get that grain.
Wait, what? Into what?
You never know. Add it to the pot. In a bag. Run your paws through it.
If you want it, you can go get it.
This boat.
All right,
Okay.
you continue rowing, and leave the sack of grain behind.
Yeah.
All right. You'll keep going another 30, 35 feet, and you can see you are getting closer. There seems to be like a thick marble slab in front of you. It seems to be some kind of gate mechanism that is shut at the moment. You're not sure how it opens, but you do see another opening off to the right.
Like the storage room was?
Yeah, similar. It's another pathway. It's just above the water level.
Okay. I'll do the same hop out and sneak again.
Okay.
Do I need to do another stealth roll?
Sure.
Um, 18.
Okay. Yeah, you walk in, and this is a larger room. The other one is like 15-foot square. This one is like 25. You do see what looks like a large block of ice in the center of the room, and then there's another path to the left and the right. And that large block of ice, you see there's like frost covering the floor that seems to be around it.
Is it just like a perfect block of ice? Like, what does it look like? It was like set there, like, or it has a purpose, or?
Yeah, it just seems to be an 8-foot tall pillar.
And there's no other.
You do see it is also that block of ice is wrapped in chains.
Okay. Oh, weird.
What do you see, Dewey?
I'll kind of come back to tell him, because I don't know. I feel like it's really echoey in here.
Yeah. You assume any stealth that you had has been betrayed.
I'll just like give Jack a look like, I don't know. There's like a big block of ice that's covered in chains, but there's 2 other hallways.
I need to check it out.
Maybe we do. I'm thinking maybe we get everybody else to come to this point. Right? Should we get out and have them get the boat and come down?
Do I see the block of ice and chains yet?
You can't. If you're still in the boat, you can kind of like look up and try and look down the hall, and you kind of see something back there. If you've got some lights on it.
Yeah, they don't use chains for anything. Yeah, let's go get them. Give me the row back.
So I guess maybe I'm sure we probably talked about like, so we'll get out of the boat and then I'll give like the rope a little like tug, tug, tug to let them know to like that they can pull it back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I have another straight soup.
Okay, so Earl and Kashesi, are you guys gonna get in the boat and row across yourselves?
Yeah, gonna hop in and pull the rope into the.
Roll the rope into the.
Yeah.
We don't lose the rope.
Yeah, let's collect all the rope.
Okay, so.
Whenever you guys.
It just takes a couple minutes, but it's not difficult to maneuver the boat over to find where they were.
So I guess I'll kind of give them a rundown of, we're not really sure how to get through this gate part, but there's some weird stuff going down this way. So we wanted to go ahead and get you guys with us to explore together. And then maybe we can all figure out how to go further with this weird gate. Or maybe we can go around it. I don't know.
So as you all step into the room with the ice, you hear a voice behind you say, "No, there's a handsome devil." And you see the familiar Craybrack step in the room. And he walks right up to the pillar of ice and touches it. And it lights up.
Is that the speaker?
You can see encased in this ice, you see a pale-skinned humanoid figure with long horns.
Is that Stevia? Is that the name, or Stevia?
I think you're thinking of Stygia. That's the location.
Stygia? Oh.
And once he does this, he kind of turns back to the group and he smiles, and then he disappears.
What? No, tell us who it is.
Kendra said,
Well, more details, dude?
Earl, go ahead and make a religion check.
Man, I gotta use these dice. Okay, 24.
Yeah, this is totally a shrine to Levistus, and this is a depiction of him in his ice prison.
oh.
And
so
now
it's not like a real man in there. It's like...
Yeah, as you make a perception check.
Well, there's lots of dead bodies. It could be a real man. 15.
Yeah, with that, you as you're looking at it, especially now that it's kind of lit up from that, it does appear to be a mannequin of some kind.
Okay.
You're also now noticing on the back wall of this room some kind of brown fungus. Just kind of seems to be covering the back of the room.
Can I do a nature check?
Sure.
14.
14, you're not quite sure what this is. Just some kind of brown fungus. Kind of makes sense.
I'm going to walk over and take... over and take some off the wall.
Okay, when you walk behind the ice into where the mold is, it is going to make you roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh Lord!
No.
Classic Jack.
10.
10. Yeah, this you see this area of fungus just get bigger, and it's going to. That's a lot of dice.
Oh God, no.
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's a low roll.
That's good.
Keep that trend up.
You're going to take 15 cold damage.
Oh.
You are suddenly just super cold. This brown mold has just covered you.
Can I go up to the wall and pick it?
You're going to continue to walk into it?
No, that's what I did, right? I walked up to the wall and
you didn't even get a chance to touch it. As soon as you came within 5 feet of it, basically it grew and covered you and made you very cold.
So was it a one-time event, or am I actively covered and actively cold?
So far, you're covered in it. The damage was a one-time event. But if you continue to walk towards it, there's more of it around.
Okay.
Is he just covered in this right now? Kind
of, yeah. It's kind of like if you just like disturb something and a bunch of like spores come out.
Yeah.
That's kind of what. So it's kind of like this cloud of like stuff all over him. But it's starting.
Am
to
I
settle.
trapped?
No.
Okay.
I would probably be like, Jack, like,
Take it
what are you
off.
doing? And like,
I thought it was
kind of like
algae.
pull him back, like away. And can I maybe use like my mage hand to try to like brush it off of him?
Sure.
I'm not touching it.
Oh.
Yeah, and the whole room just feels like it's super cold down here anyway. But it's a next level. The rest of you just feel the cold. It's like this mold is sucking heat from the room.
Wonderful.
I want to get
Is
out of
he-
here.
Is he still like covered in it, or we're really kind of like getting it off?
You kind of gotten it off.
Okay. I'm going to do a cure wounds on him then.
Okay.
So, 1d8. You get 10 points of health back.
Whoa. Thank you.
And I can.
And I'll say, don't touch creepy, gross things anymore, Jack.
And so that is a touch spell. So you did have to touch him to do that, and you do feel he is super cold.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely did not touch any spores. Like, let's be real about that. I made sure he was very clean before I touched him.
Oh. Thanks, guys. If I hadn't had these socks on, I would have went all the way down to 0.
The socks did it. Oh man.
Jack, bud, do you need some more? Do you need some healing words?
Oh, no, I'm good. Don't worry about me. Thanks, though.
Drink some more soup. Try to warm you up.
All right, I'll cover in my bedroll, too. I'll warm up in a second. Let's keep moving.
So there was a left and a right, correct?
Yep, there's a tunnel to the left and to the right.
I'll kind of like point and be like, what do you guys think?
I'm voting right.
Right.
Yes.
Right would be doubling back where we've passed, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you
That's
came
fine.
down the cistern, up
Yeah.
to the right into this room, and then right would be kind of heading back towards the game.
So we would have passed whatever this is, but outside of it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way, and then hopefully the other way has a way further. Are we all trying to sneak?
Depends on my roll.
Sure, yeah, make a group stealth check. And what, this is a narrower tunnel. What order are you going in?
20.
You got a natural 20? Nice.
You did?
Yeah, thank God.
Good.
Yeah.
I got a dirty 20.
Nice.
13.
I'll be in the back of the line and roll to 18.
Okay. All right, what order are you guys going in?
I mean, I can go first. I have like dark vision.
Yeah, I'll be behind Dewey.
Is it like completely dark down here if I didn't have my lights on?
Yes. There was some torches like right at the bottom of the ladder, but that was the only light.
Okay. To aid in our sneak, I'll maybe like put it down to like only one orb, if that, just so there's like a dim, but not like crazy bright light. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Since we're trying to sneak. Okay.
So you're all very careful to avoid any other brown mold
Yes.
as you walk past, and you head down the tunnel for a bit and come to another room. It seems to be like another small bedroom. There's a carpeted floor, a small bed, a little desk where there is an albino tiefling sitting.
Oh.
boy.
An ink-black crow perches on one of her horns and seems to read along with her scrivening. Without taking her eyes off the page, she says to you, "Get out."
Oh. If she says get out, I'll say, "Oh, hello. How are you?"
Go away now, please.
Are you perchance Avaros?
And you see the crow like turns its head and looks at you now.
I'll just smile and wait for her to respond.
She's just sitting there writing in a book.
If you are Avaros, we have some news I think you might be interested in.
Yeah, she is not responding to you at all.
Okay. I'll walk further into the room and just casually look about.
You can only walk but so far until you find some kind of force is preventing you from getting closer.
Oh, okay.
There's some soup.
But you do see there are some other furnishings in this room. There's a red rug. There's a narrow bed. In the other corner, there's a freestanding mirror in a wooden frame. Nothing is super remarkable. It is also, other than your light, it is completely dark in here.
How is she writing? Yeah, that's still making it tough for you.
This is part of this is telling me it said it's an ink black crow, but then for the rest of this, it's telling me it's a raven. That annoys me that they aren't consistent.
It's a craven.
Is it a crow or a raven?
A craven.
That's
We'll call it a craven.
such a big difference.
A crow and a raven fell in love.
Walk into a bar.
I will say what do you think about, do you know Hethel?
She's just not interested. The crow is still looking at you, and occasionally turns its head a little bit, but it's she is not interested in what you have to offer.
I'm
Familiar?
I'm gonna break off a piece of tundra cake and throw it in front of the crow.
You throw it, and it only gets so far before it stops and just falls to the ground, like it hit something.
Is this force
What does the crow do?
The crow doesn't really react to it.
would I understand that if this force is physical or also keeping magic out?
Make an Arcana check.
Natural 20. So 22. This dice is on fire.
Yeah. It seems to be you're not sure the exact spell, but it seems to be some kind of barrier magic.
Okay, I'm wanting to put a spell on her. Is that gonna just bounce back and waste a spell?
I think even with that roll, you're unsure. You're not familiar with this magic. It does seem to be more like a
No.
physical barrier, but you're not sure.
I use divine sense. See if she's good or bad.
Yeah, basically what you detect from her is evil. It's similar to what you were reading when you did this around Kadroth. So if I look at divine sense, you can detect good and evil, and until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hollow spell, know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet. And yeah, she is not a celestial fiend or undead. She is evil. You would also pick up a fiendish presence from Earl, and a fiendish presence from that block of ice behind you.
Great. I just take out my lute and start playing a song.
And with that, she's like, all right. And she reaches down and picks up a staff that was sitting beside her.
Correct.
And she taps it. She stands up, and you see her walk over to the mirror, and she steps into the mirror and vanishes. And
What?
it's a curl with her.
Is there still the barrier?
Yeah, if you try it, it's still you can't get into this room completely.
Dang it.
I whack it with my bow staff.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Oh boy.
Oh, sorry. I forgot how to do an attack roll. It's been so long since combat.
So if you under your actions, if you have it equipped, you should be able to, where it says in the column that says hit/DC.
Okay.
Roll a d20 and add that number, or if you just roll it on D&D Beyond.
14.
14. Yeah, you come up and give it a good whack, and it's just like you were hitting a wall.
Could I use identify? Like, I have to touch it, but like if it's a barrier, could I touch the barrier
I think identify needs to be on an actual
object and not just like this random force?
yeah, you can tell this is some kind of magical force. Yeah, I wouldn't call this an object.
Okay.
Well, can I feel it with my hands?
Yeah, if you touch it, it's resisting you. It doesn't feel solid like you're touching a wall, but it feels kind of like something like pushing you back.
I want to start like touching it and then walking around to see if there's any edges.
Yeah, it goes completely from one wall to the other in the room.
Can I motion people to step back and maybe try a test strike
Sure.
on it? Okay.
I'll put my chainmail back on.
All right, I'll use my test strike to see if the attack hits. 1 point of bludgeoning. Oh, it's all non-magical. That doesn't help me at all. Well, I still did it anyway. 14.
Okay. Well, I don't think you even have to roll for this. Oh yeah, you do need to make You make an attack roll. Okay, 14. So yeah, your 3 motes all hit it, and they will each glow briefly, showing immunity to the damage.
Okay.
Right. It's time we go back and check out the other direction.
Yeah.
Are you kind of trying to take the same order you took before, in opposite order? Or?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you walk back out. You go the other way.
I'm gonna pick up that piece of tundra cake and eat it.
Sure. It might be slightly dusty, but not too bad. The room on the other end, it seems very similar, like a mirror image, but it's much more boring. There's not much in here, but you do see a lever embedded in an iron plate on the north wall.
Could that lever seems like it'd be part of open up the contraption for the gate potentially.
Is there a way we can maybe like investigate or something to see if we can figure out what the lever is for?
Make an investigation check.
14.
There does seem to be some kind of mechanism in the wall, but yeah, you can't see what it's connected to.
I just don't want to flip it and have us like all be electrocuted or something. Maybe, hey, can we all back out of the room and I can flip it with my mage hand?
Why not?
Yeah.
And maybe someone go out by the boat to see if it's something happens there.
I'm closest to the boat. I can check the boat out.
Okay. I will do that. I will stand. I'm not in the room at all, but I'll use the mage hand to.
Okay. You'll have the mage hand will grip the lever and start to put pressure down on it.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't seem to be able to move it.
Mm.
2 mage hands.
Kishesi, you have mage hand too, right?
I do. Let's try it.
Double mage hand.
Okay, it is slowly starts moving, and Earl, if you're looking out, you do see the gate start to open.
Teamwork.
Yes, and Earl is just going to give a thumbs up because I'm assuming we're still trying to be stealthy.
Okay, cool.
All right.
I can't believe that worked.
Is there a fear of it dropping, or is it kind of like once it's down type of a thing?
I would say if you guys have communicated back and forth, it just seems like basically this motion up and down translates to this motion open and closed.
Okay.
So there's no like springs slamming it back shut.
Oh, okay.
So wherever you stop it is where the door stops.
Okay, perfect. That's kind of what I wanted to do. So yeah, we'll stop it at whatever the open is.
It's a heavy door.
Yep. Cool. Whew. Okay.
All right. We going through?
Do we want to do the same 2 of us, 2 people hold rope situation?
Probably.
Yeah.
Same groupings as before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jack, get in the boat.
Yep.
Don't touch any more mold.
All right.
If you're hungry, Jack, eat the tundra cake, not the mold.
All right. I'm taking my armor off again. I don't end up like the bottom dwellers.
Okay. So we'll make sure that they have the rope. And I guess we're just letting it, slowly unravel from the boat.
Okay. And you start paddling towards that gate.
Mm-hmm.
As you go through, you see the dark cistern continues for about another 40 feet beyond the blue marble slab. The water in this part of the cistern is thankfully free of half-frozen corpses.
Great.
Yay!
And after a little bit, you do see another narrow tunnel carved into the north wall.
Okay, so another tunnel we have to get up.
Mhm.
So I'll do the same, same rodeo, different show. I will hop out stealth. Do you need me to roll again?
Yes, make a stealth roll.
That is going to be a 15.
Okay.
And I will creep down the hallway.
Okay, you come to another room that seems to be similar to the other small storerooms that you've been to. But you immediately get attacked by someone. Someone's coming up and trying to grab you.
What?
So go ahead and make an athletics roll to try to avoid the grapple.
Ah. Ooh, 19.
That is 2. Yeah, that's exactly what I rolled. So you just made it.
Whew.
Wait. How does that work? So they're trying to grapple. You are setting the difficulty class for their grapple. So you just lost because they met your difficulty class.
But I'm not doing the action. Isn't it always the it's like the attacker that
It's a contest.
Yeah.
So the difficulty of the grapple is based on your roll. You've set the difficulty at 19, which the attacker has succeeded.
Oh, okay.
That's the same thing as you match someone's armor class, the attack hits.
Okay.
Do I hear any commotion?
You do at that moment. So someone comes in and just grabs onto Dewey and is like, I got him. Come on, let's go. And a handful of people try to run through the opening to the boat.
Oh,
What's going on? Can I wiggle? Can I do some sort of
We
how
hear
many
this in the background that there's a commotion. Did we hear there's a boat? Let's go.
Yeah, it's very echoey. You hear something. I think it's probably very hard to make out and shouts from that distance. Even though it's not super far, it's just a weird echoey water space.
this is complete darkness.
Dewey has some lights that are still up.
Yeah,
So
I would have
okay.
brought 2 of my orbs.
Okay, I think I feel like they kind of surprised me, so I'm just gonna try to hit him with my quarterstaff, the closest one.
Yeah, so you see, I think these are 1 dwarf and 4 humans. I wish it would tell me. Yeah, I think it's 1 dwarf and 4 humans. I'll correct that if I find out different later. But yeah, they come out and they see Jack in the boat, and they kind of all stop right there, and they're kind of looking at you, and you're looking at them.
Can I take advantage of their confusion and try to get out?
Yeah, make another athletics check.
I'm sure at this point I was screaming like, "Hey, let me go! What are you doing?"
And I think
Sorry, 17.
So you break free.
Okay.
And yeah, you see you're kind of at the back of them in this room as they're all heading out towards the water.
Oh, okay.
Can I take advantage of the pause too? Pull out my bow and try intimidation.
Oh yeah. What do you want to do to intimidate?
Draw my bow and point it at him.
Okay.
And yell or something. I don't know.
if we can hear the commotion at this point, can we see like the 4 people?
Oh, we can't. I can't hear Steven.
I can't hear you.
Actually, see where they're at. There's an
Can you say that again?
Sorry, you cut out, Steven, that whole bit.
Oh, basically where that gate is. So the whole cistern is. The whole cistern is 15 feet wide that you've been rowing through, but where that gate is a choke point down to 5 feet. So from where you guys are waiting, you don't have line of sight through that gate to see where they're at. So you can't see the other people.
I'm just gonna put my bow and try an intimidation. I rolled a 16.
Yeah, they stop, and you see. You see kind of a middle-aged to older human gentleman. Basically, is looking at you and like, "Stop! Let us go!" And he starts backing up away from you.
Okay, and I'm on the other end, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I've got my rapier out.
Yeah,
and so I'll do the same thing on my side and be like, "Who are you? And what are you doing? Why did you just attack me?"
And so the man who was grabbing you, he's basically like, we're trying to get out. We thought you were guards. We tried to overpower you.
If we can hear this in the back, Earl, like there's no point in trying to be stealthy now.
Yeah, you hear some commotion. I don't think you hear the specific words.
Is Jack out of the boat at this point where they could like pull the boat back?
I think Jack is still in the boat.
Okay. Because it's like this awkward, weird hall, right? Like they're kind of blocking the way from him getting up out of the boat.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, I'll say like, we don't work with the people here, with the Black Knights.
Are you here to help us?
I don't know. Who are you?
We work for Speaker Krennic.
Okay. We've
been imprisoned here.
Okay. Oh boy.
You don't look imprisoned.
Well, they've been down in this down in this cavern. Oh boy. Okay.
You have the boat. Can you get us out of here?
Maybe. Is there what else is in this room? Is it just a one room scenario or is it?
Yeah, it's another basically 15-foot square room.
Okay. I'll ask him, do you know what happened to the speaker and where he is?
They have him captured. We don't know. We've been down here. And so yeah, if you guys want to go through, we can do some introductions. So You guys meet Lanthus Elderdusk. He's a notary and scribe. He's a 64-year-old.
Listen.
He has worked for Speaker Kranich Seaver for years. There's Elprecht Norbrav. He's tall and thin. He's a 55-year-old butler. There is Malbara Norbrav, and it's Elprecht's 45-year-old wife. And this is the speaker's dwarvish translator. I think maybe both of them are dwarves. It doesn't tell me. It just gives me these names. So we'll figure that out later. But since she's a dwarvish translator, maybe they're dwarves. Tan Sharf is mute. He's a 30-year-old petty thief wanted for murder. But he was taken in and is the speaker's housemaid.
Okay.
Or maybe she? I don't know. It just gives me a name. And Dassar Ravenscar is the one who tried to grab you. He is the dog keeper. He's 25 years old. So that's where they give me a name and age and one bit of information about each of these people.
Okay.
So they've been trapped down here for a while. They're all malnourished. They get fed once every couple days.
Okay.
Are they escaping or?
So their plan was to try to knock out a guard and steal their boat, but you guys showed up instead.
Well, no one's aware that they're breaking out, so no one's after them currently.
No.
No.
Okay. So whoever, okay, we will try to help you, but we need some information to try to like help the speaker, essentially. Like, what does he look like? Where can we find him? Like, do you know any information that can help us?
They can give you like a description of him. They've been down here. They don't know where he would be.
Okay.
Oh, he's not down there with them.
No.
So what? Jack, I mean, we can only fit like 2 people at a time in this thing, right? That's what we've decided.
We even want to get these people out right now or go deeper and get to the bottom of it.
I'll ask the guy, do you know of like a back way out? Because the way we came in, it goes right through a guard tower.
That's the only way.
Do you know what's down this way? And like point to like further down?
The wall.
Okay,
You're basically at the end, yeah.
Okay.
It does go a little bit further down, but yeah, I think there's just a wall.
These all the prisoners?
Yeah. So Jack, I think if you're still in the boat, take one person with you and meet up with Earl and Kashesi to explain to them like what's going on, to see if we can try to like, get these people out, essentially.
Okay. All right, once that we meet up, we need to talk about how we're gonna get them out undercover.
I know. Yeah, that's why I want to like get them in the loop.
All right. Oh, the scribe. I'll take the scribe first.
Can we just say, of like the interest of time, we do some sort of shuffle of like, once we get up there, maybe like do 2 people at a time and get a thing going, And I think I want to keep them all in like the storage room that had a rat in it for right now. Because that seemed like a good middle point.
I think they're going to not like that. They're going to want to leave.
Yeah, but we need to get you out in a point that makes sense. You're going to literally walk up there and there's 3 guards sitting right there taking a nap. You're going to get caught and possibly killed. Can you have some patience with us to like come up with a plan to like get you out of here safely? Like it's morning. Bright light. It's going to be bright outside by the time we get out here.
Yeah, I guess they don't have a choice.
I mean, I can do a persuasion, whatever I have to do to kind of convince them that like we want to actually get you out of here safely and not like literally get you killed the second you walk.
They were ready to knock out one guard and take the boat and then just make a break for it.
Okay.
So they're ready to go try to do whatever they can to mess up those guards that are up there.
Okay.
They don't want to be down here anymore.
Okay.
Y'all aren't going to make it out there without us. Look at all the bodies under the water.
Yeah.
Be patient. We'll get you out. How often do the guards come by and check on you? Y'all
it's hard to tell down here. It's every couple of days, maybe.
Okay. They won't miss you for a little while. All right, well, let's all meet up with the other people. Then we'll talk about when we want to extract them.
Yeah. Like, let's get them all in that room that was, like, closer, but not one that had bodies in it.
Yeah, they still don't like it because they're still basically imprisoned there.
Yeah, well.
You're putting them in a room that looks just like the room they were stuck in, and now they're stuck here.
Okay, well, do you want to be in the room with bodies? You can be in another room with bodies if you'd prefer. Sure, fine. We'll put them in the room with bodies, but you just have to wait until we figure something out.
No, we'd rather fight than be stuck here.
All right. Well, give us 5 minutes. Come up with a plan.
I'm not talking. I'm getting the old man in the boat. We're moving. All right, so I rolled up, and Earl and Kashesi know that these are prisoners, and I want to break them out. And they're helper of the main speaker guy. Used to work before the new people took over. So that's it. Send the boat back.
If the prisoners are back to where Kasheshi and I are, maybe we could ask them something like, if they don't know where the speaker is in prison, can we at least ask them, say something like, in this castle, where's the speaker's bedroom? Maybe we can check there.
There's bedrooms on the upper floor. There's 3 bedrooms and a library.
Okay.
On the upper floor of the keep.
Any other?
Is that where?
Are there any other prison-like areas besides where we just came from?
They could lock a door, probably.
And then Earl's like, there was one room upstairs that was locked.
And there's the servants' bedroom, servants' quarters downstairs.
Earl just says, guys, I think he's upstairs. I think he's in that locked room that I couldn't get in earlier.
Yeah, probably. Let's try to get these guys
out first.
Yeah.
Well, I do have something called Dust of Disappearance. I wouldn't probably say it aloud to the group because they might take it, but I would whisper it.
Yeah, I was thinking about that you had that. I think that the harder thing is going to be getting through the gate. I think the guys up here, if they wake up, I can try to put them back asleep. But I think they're going to need the dust of disappearance to get through the gate. If the gate is closed, like they're stuck. And then we're seen being the people letting them out, you know? I will tell the guy though, like, to go to, when you get out, go to the uphill climb and he will feed you. So gonna tell them, like, since they're malnourished.
Okay.
To like go to him. Okay. Are we doing this? Are we trying to get him out?
Before that, like, why were y'all imprisoned? And the people currently in the castle are the one that got y'all out?
Yeah, basically they'll tell the story of it's hard to tell time down here. Maybe a month ago, this group came and attacked the Caer and killed a bunch of their guards and locked them up.
Okay. I think I'm gonna try to go up the ladder first. I'm gonna tell everyone to be as sneaky as possible, but I will try to go up, open the hatch, and just kind of be there to get ready to like put whoever to sleep if I need to, and kind of like usher people out. Earl, do you want to come up after me and maybe lead the way as far as like going towards the gate and then maybe being ready to throw down your confusion dust if you need to?
Yeah.
Like, I think if you go out and you start heading towards the gate and kind of get ready for when they start booking it, that you can put that down and hopefully they can get out.
Mm-hmm. I will say, like, with the dust, the group would need to be within 10 feet, like, together, like, in a group. Otherwise, it's not going to cover them all.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking, if anything, it, like, puts confusion in the 10-foot of area, like, where the gates are, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that a plan? Should we try it?
You also just try to distract the guards.
Yeah.
Somewhere else.
Yeah.
Or pay them.
I don't know if paying will work. They're cultists, you know?
Just gotta eat.
Okay. So should I roll a stealth roll to try to stealthily come up the ladder and open the hatch?
Sure.
That is 17.
All right, you climb up the ladder as quietly as can be. You get to the hatch and you start to flip it open.
Yep.
And you see there is a guard sitting by the brazier and just immediately looks over at you and, what are you doing? And he like stands up and he basically gets ready for a fight.
Oh, I'll just explain and like use persuasion to say that like Kadroth asked me to check on something down here, but you know, so I'm just leaving.
Go ahead and make a persuasion roll.
While I'm saying that, who else is in the room?
There were the other three that were sleeping. They still seem to be there.
The other three are still sleeping. Okay. That is a 19.
19. So he'll basically shout like, "Hey, wake up!" And, "Hey,
Okay.
Watch her. I'm gonna go get Kadroth.
All right. So if he does that, then I cast sleep.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Where am I? Which dice? I roll 5d8 and see how
And
many
if
I
you're
can
doing,
get.
do you want me to cast Bless on you to give you a little extra?
Sure. Bless
All right, let's
me.
see. All right. Add a d4 to the number rolled to the attack or saving throw.
Does that work on this?
Yeah, I just thought of that.
Steven, would that work on this?
Well, Earl is right behind you, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's you said it's an attack or saving throw.
Yeah.
This is neither an attack nor saving throw.
That's what I thought. Okay. So my first one was a 7, and the second one was a 5. And then a 6. 7, 5, 6. And an 8. And another 8. 7, 5, 6, 8, 8. Whatever that is.
Okay. Do some quick math. 34. So one of the guys who was just kind of waking up falls back asleep.
Good.
The guy who you were talking with falls down and goes to sleep.
Great.
One of the other guys who was just waking up also falls asleep. And the last one kind of sits up and is like looks around and is confused. And he starts to like get up and get his things.
Could I cast command and use command to say sleep?
I think you don't see that you're still on the ladder.
Okay.
Like I think at this point Dewey's just like poked her head up. So I think this might be a good place to stop because it sounds like there's potential for combat.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, you have put 3 of them to sleep, and one of them just woke up, and
But he doesn't know what's going on. He's groggy and sleepy.
he is, but he just saw you cast some magic and saw his other friend just fall over asleep.
It was a dream. So.
This is all a dream.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how that goes next time.
These are not the.
They're not the things the droids you were looking for.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good game tonight. Got to temporarily find a place to put your cauldron.
Yeah.
And cauldron storage.
Yep.
And then found some dead people and some prisoners.
Dead people and live people.
Oh yeah, and an albino tiefling who didn't want to talk to you.
Yeah, who I'm like kind of annoyed that I don't know who it is.
All right, well that's what we got. We'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.